throw up my hands in despair. Then I decided I would impart to the world my concept. So I went to the store and bought me some tablets, and I began to write to tell the other person what I thought about Yahweh and the universe in which I live. And finally I concluded, after I was about 20 or 30, 25 or 30 pages deep in it. He said, that's there men everywhere, women too, as far as that matter, that was far more qualified and capable to express their conviction than I was. What good would another concept do? Watch it now. He said, now, then I went into a melancholy state. And for 2 years of my life, I did nothing but walk around and look at nature in its simplicity with that yearning and burning desire in my heart that I must find Yahweh. You listening?
Yes.
So he's saying, in 1930, after he had the divine vision, divine revelation, he said he went on to, he bought some tablets, began to write, tell the person about what he thought about Yahweh and the universe, this, that, and the other, right?
Right.
He said 25 or 30 pages deep into it, you know what I mean? He stopped.
Right.
Right? And then for 2 years, from 1930 to 1932, he was melancholy.
Right.
For 2 years. You know what I mean? Melancholy meaning what? He wasn't, in other words, he wasn't doing anything.
Okay.
Concerning speaking or you know what I mean, teaching for 2 years. You got me? It's right here. All right?
Yes.
Now I'm going to come on down. So he said, while I sat there in that deep study, mind you, I told you I've been thinking for 2 years. After 1930, Yahweh had him just thinking for 2 years. Right? You got me?
Yes.
So that's what it said in the year 1932. That's when Yahweh gave me the message.
Right.
You listen?
Yes.
That's when the teaching started in 1932.
Right.
You listen?
Yes.
2 years after 1930. Watch it now. He said, now it dawned on me for the first time in my life. For 26 years past. Now he's saying this in 1958.
Right.
He said now, 26 years past. He's speaking to the congregation in Los Angeles. He's speaking on December 9th, 1958.
Right.
He said 26 years past, ladies and gentlemen, will bring you down to 1932.
Right.
When Yahweh gave him the message.
Right.
Is that right?
Yes.
He said for 2 years, he was melancholy.
Right.
So that brings you to 1930.
Yes.
You see how that goes?
Yes.
Is it a transcript, Connor?
Yes.
See, it's beyond just reading numbers and things like that.
Right.
It has to be revealed. Listen and read carefully. He stated it, ain't he?
Right.
He said 1958, when he's speaking to the congregation, he said 26 years. Wow, wherever. He said 26 years. He said for 26 years past, mind you, you gotta go back.
Right.
He says it will be 27 years in June of 1959. So he's beginning to teach, right?
Right.
2 years melancholy.
Right.
He didn't say 1931, and then he was melancholy 32, and then for 2 years, then the message, y'all gave a message in 1933.
Right.
That don't fit. You see how they go?
Yes.
26 minus 58. He said for 26 years past, deduct 26 years from this, bring in 1932. He said he was in melancholy for 2 years. You see how they go? he says now, it'll be 27 years in June. There hasn't been not one that was able to refute that which Yahweh revealed to me. You listen?
Yes.
In 1930. That's when the divine vision that come by divine revelation was given in 1930, in 1931, or 1932. You see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I didn't write this transcript. Everybody has access to the transcript, right?
Right.
Just polyparroting and believing everything that we hear, and I've done the same thing out of ignorance.
Right.
Till Yahweh revealed is 1930. All right? And we've been saying 1930 ever since. We're not coming up 1930. We can prove it.
Right.
It's been proven. It's not so much about the year of 1930 in a sense.
Right.
See, the question should be, have you had a divine vision come by divine revelation that Yahweh revealed to you? You know what I mean? Have you had your visitation from Yahweh Elohim Yahshua? You got me?
Right.
That's the most important thing. You see what I'm talking about? We can't get into so-called heaven
Right.
on Dr. Henry Clifford Kinley's coattails. You see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
But if you start off wrong, you end up wrong.
Right.
You start your class off saying 1931, like we were saying 1931 out of ignorance.
Right.
You got me? But these deans have got together and they know it's 1930. You listen? The founder himself said it. You got me? Then come through the son, meaning Dr. Glenn W. Kinley. You listen?
Yes.
After Yahweh came out the veil of Dr. Henry Clifford Kinley. You got me? And then, you know what I mean? Restored. And went to all these deans and told them that they didn't hear it. Told them, proved it to them. You see what I'm talking about? Yahweh, through the founder, through Dr. Henry Clifford Kinley, said what it was, right?
Right.
And if we just read it,
Yes.
he's telling you what it is on here. Just do a simple math deduction. It'll bring you to 1930. Is that correct?
All right.
See? Yahweh is great. See? I need you to read something real quick for the audience and we're going to move on. So we're done with that. 1958, ladies and gentlemen. Deduct 26 years, bring to 1932, and he saved Malachi for 2 years. That brings that takes it back 2 more years to 1930.
Yeah.
All right? I need you to read for the viewers Deuteronomy 29:29. That verse only, and we're going to move on. Deuteronomy 29:29 for the viewers, please.
Deuteronomy 29:29 from the Holy Name Bible.
What does it say? Come on.
The secret things belong unto Yahweh.
Now it said, now the secret things belong unto Yahweh. See, this is an esoteric secret.
Yes.
But now, but it ain't. In other words, Yahweh knows all. If He don't reveal it to you, you will never know. You got me?
That's right.
See, thank you, Father.
Yes.
You got me? For just let me come in and know anything about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your divine purpose, pattern, and plan, how you truly or how you actually exist, dates and all, whatever it may be, right?
Right.
You let us into our Father's business a little, or whatever. You got me?
Yes.
This is clear. This is clear and clean. Read it again.
Deuteronomy 29:29 from the Holy Name Bible.
Get it good, clear, and clean for the viewers. Read, please.
The secret things belong unto Yahweh.
Now,
our
the esoteric secret or the secret thing belong to our Father Yahweh. Read.
Our Elohim.
Our Elohim.
But those things which are revealed.
Now, those things which are revealed
belong
to
us,
who? Belong to us who?
And to our children forever and ever.
All right.
That they may do all the words of the law.
Oh, you see how they go?
Yes.
got me? That's what's going on. See? Yahweh reveals. He knows about everything.
Right.
See? He know we don't know a certain thing, then he reveals it.
Yes.
Okay? Now, I'm going to be reading. I want you to zoom right in, because Mr. Connor Mezzarelli spoke on this verse right here in 1930, or John 1930. But he says something about drinking the vinegar, this, that, and the other. Okay, he wasn't talking about Dr. Kelly receiving a vision, things of that nature. See, when you knowing Dr. Kelly or any man, even Yahshua Messiah after the veil, you missed it. You got me?
Yes.
The demonic forces is the one that's playing around with this carnality on this flesh on this cross. You see what I'm talking about? All right?
Yes.
Now we're going to read the transcript now. Come on, transcripts. We got plenty of transcripts. We know about transcripts. Yahweh has us doing what is called Transcript Fridays. We've been doing it 2 to 3 years now. Consistently, right?
Right.
See? Now this transcript is entitled, Mr. Connor Mezzarelli, Here I Am. Let's give him by Dr. Kelly on July 23rd, 1971 at the Beverly Hills Hilton Hotel in California. Now, I would encourage God. This is. See, it says it Transcript Fridays.
Yes.
We've already read this transcript before, so we know.
Right.
It's all in us. When Yahweh wants, we tap in, and Yahweh bring it back to her. Remember, we know where to go. So I'm talking about not that we know where to go. He leads and direct to guide us to where it is. Right. Because got to reading the esoteric secret, the secret things of Yahweh, or the secrets belong to Yahweh. Things that reveal belong to His children. Right.
Right.
See how I go? So we know. We cannot be stooped here. So listen. So there's another transcript out entitled, Church is the Body of Yahshua.
Yes.
That transcript goes along with this one. You can't read this one. You have to read this one first and then go right into reading the Church is the Body of Yahshua. Right? Because in this transcript, he states that he states in there that he matter of fact, just a moment, I have the transcript here. That this is encouragement. Those that have not read these transcripts, they go hand in hand. You can't read one and then go into something else if you're going to be reading transcript. These two transcripts go together.
Okay, let me get that.
Okay? Just at a convention in 1971. See, this transcript here is the following day. Because I'm going to read it to you. It's on this transcript called Church of the Body of Yahshua. He said, Dr. Kelly spoke twice during the 1971 International Convention. His first lecture of this convention is dated July 23rd, 1971, and entitled, Here I Am, which is this one.
Right.
You see it's on here. See how I go? See? And then he goes on to say, just want to get right to it, he says, now it's my turn. He says, we'll talk to you more about this thing tomorrow. You got me? So he's speaking on this one, said I'm gonna tell you more about this tomorrow, meaning this is the tomorrow
version.
Lecture. That's leaving off from Here I Am. You see how it goes hand in hand. See how they go? All right?
Yes.
You listening?
Yes.
Meaning that was all the time Yahweh Elohim Yahshua from heaven. You got me? You know what I mean? Because that transcript says, that goes along with this, said church or assembly is the body of Yahshua. You see how they go?
Yes.
Huh? All right? Meaning Yahshua is the head, right?
Yes.
And it has a body, many members.
Right.
Right? The assembly or the church is the body of Yahshua. That's the name of that transcript. Goes along with this one. Now I want you to zoom right back here. A lot of people don't know about this, but you're going to know about it today. You can read it for yourself. We know what's in these transcripts. By revelation, what we're really talking about, right? Okay?
Okay.
Just keep it right here. He says, now, we've kind of got this thing twisted. Now, when I say twisted, I mean this. Everything, once again, I'm reading from some areas in the transcript entitled "Here I Am." Let's give them by Dr. Killing on July 23rd, 1971, at the Beverly Hills Hilton Hotel in California. Okay.
Yes.
Just going to read a little section here, a couple sections. We're going to move on. It says, now, we've kind of got this thing kind of twisted. Now, when I say kind of twisted, I mean this. Everything you have ever been taught in your life is wrong. Now, Dr. Harris told you this afternoon, your dean, he told you that Genesis was not in the first book of Moses, and I think he proved it to you. Now, they told you that Genesis was the first book. No, that's not true. They told you that the New Testament was Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. They told you that the Messiah said that he come to institute. See? That he come to institute. See? Now, that's what they've been telling you out there in the churches. They've been lying to you about that. He didn't say that. And there's something else I want to point out to you here in the 3rd chapter of Exodus. I want you to see that Yahweh told Moses. Get right here. Do it right here. This Moses having a divine panoramic vision here. Okay?
Yes.
Land of Midian. See, in the holy place. All right?
Yes.
It says now, and there's something else I want to point out to you here in the 3rd chapter of Exodus. I want you to see there that Yahweh told Moses when he sent him down to Egypt. Zoom back out a little bit so you can see this. You want to see it now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I want you to see there that Yahweh told Moses when he sent him down to Egypt, he told him